I want to take a few minutes today to talk to you about team morale. And in a medical environment, we see and face a lot of challenges, and the burden of the day to day caring for people can be hard on us. We have complex cases, we have staffing gaps, we have high patient volumes. The list goes on and on of these pressures that are on you, and how we stay a strong, connected team is through team morale. And team morale isn't the pizza party or the lunch together. Those things are fun, and I encourage you to have those. But team morale is how we show up for one another, how we make other people feel seen and heard and valued. And that's really what I want to talk to you about, is how we build that morale within our teams. And every single one of us have a responsibility in building that morale. The morale doesn't just come from your manager or senior leadership or the C-suite. It comes from every single member of your department and of your team. And one of the first things that is super easy in building morale is recognizing one another, saying thank you. When somebody does something that is helpful to you or encouraging to you, thank them. Thank them for what they've done. Thank people for doing a good job, for being there for their patients. Recognize the small things they do with patients or with other staff members. The second thing that I think is important is transparency. And when we communicate openly and freely about our job and the things we're doing, and what we think works and doesn't work, those contribute to the morale of our team. When we give people the why to when we're asking them to do something, they're much more likely to be engaged as than if they were just told, hey, do this. People want to know why and why it's important, and that's a big thing, is keeping the morale up, is having that open, transparent conversation and telling the why behind your asking. One of my favorite things is a connection, and I cannot leave that off this list. And I'm not just talking about connecting with patients, I'm talking about connecting with the people you work with. Get to know people. Find something out about them as a person, about who they are, what they value, what's important to them. And I think when we see each other as our authentic self, who we are, what we enjoy, who we hang around with, who our family is, that builds a relationship within your team. And I think that is really important. And then finally, leadership sets the tone. And I'm not just talking about leadership from your manager, director, C-suite again. I'm talking about the leadership you provide to your team. And each one of us can lead by example. Are you showing up with a positive attitude? Are you the person that is greeting patients or talking to your coworker? Are you the person that offers to pitch in a hand when you know somebody is struggling to get their work done? That's where we all serve as leaders within our team. And it's so important that we each pitch into that. At the end of the day, the team morale is the pulse of your clinic or your department. It's who you are. It affects your productivity. It affects your happiness at work. And so, just like your family and relationships you cultivate outside of this hospital and your clinic, you have to cultivate those relationships within there and work on your communication. Work through the difficult things together. Communicate. Break down those barriers between individuals and departments. And that's how we continue to cultivate the team morale, and we build a stronger Titus family. So let's keep morale up. Let's remember to acknowledge people and to communicate openly and freely, and to try to connect, and then to lead by example. I hope this helps.